So, some of you may have seen the recent video done by History Debunked about Alex Belfield. We'll get on Belfield in a minute. I find History Debunked a rather charming creature himself. He comes across as a mild-mannered and gentle old man, although he's an absolute fucking assassin with his words. This is a man that's reached that age in life where the fuck bucket is completely empty and he's got zero to give. He's not interested in making new friends or what your fucking opinion is. He is simply interested in putting wrong, or putting right, the wrongs of bullshit. So when somebody comes out and makes up some rubbish about history, he'll go through and actually present history as it more than likely happened, not the painted, revised version that the modern day media, whatever it is, wants you to know. But he also does this with people who put statements out there and so on and so forth, and he did this with Alex Belfield, I should say. A lot of what he said I didn't know. I assume that Alex Belfield, like others, because I don't watch most of his stuff, because we'll get onto that in a minute. I explain why I dislike Alex Belfield, but I do. However, I didn't realise that he used to threaten people a lot with suing them. I know that that he was going to court, but I didn't realise that other people were bringing the actions against him. He'd made it out that it was the other way around, and he makes himself out to be some bullied person that's going to right the wrongs of this, and he's going to have his day in court and he's going to see it right. Well, personally, there's something about Alex Belfield I've never particularly liked. It's not just his appearance, and his appearance is quite strange. However, I would say that the very fact that he's a BBC cast-off leaves me in some concern. But moreover, it's like a jilted lover. This person can't get over the fact that nobody in the BBC or anything like that wants him. So I guess he's tried to have his say. He wanted some sort of order. How do I put this legally? I would imagine that he has had more contact with them than they probably wanted. I'll put it that way. But no, Alex Belfield has something very dark about him, and I can't put my finger on it, but over time it will come out. It may even come out in this case. Now, while I don't trust the legal system very much, I don't. And also, the kind of people he's going up against, I don't particularly like them. But I'll be left thinking when whatever it is judgment comes out, because when that's done, as History Debunked pointed out, there will be another. You need to watch History Debunked's video because he gives you a little bit of insight. But he also goes on about Alex Belfield moaning about not making much money off YouTube. Well, I tell you what, YouTube said I was going to earn huge amounts of money. That never happened. And if you go on things like Social Blade, which you can compare channels with, it'll tell you that the potential earning of that channel is this. Yeah, but potentially an elephant can hang off a cliff with his tail tied to a daisy, if you listen to the film JFK. Well, we know that's not true. But anyway, and going back to Alex Belfield, a lot of people who watch my stuff said they used to watch him, but they've stopped watching him because they find him, well, they gave me a list of reasons why. But the one thing he does tend to do is look at my house, look at the people I'm with, look at all my possessions, look, I'm on holiday in a very nice, beautiful place. And it kind of rubs people up the wrong way, because if you want people's donations, then it's usually best not to rub those donations or what you spend those donations on in the face. This was something that other YouTubers, and I'm not going to name names, that have taken huge sums of money off people that you then see wearing thousands of pounds worth of suit or a Rolex, or they're on the bag, or whatever. This generally upsets people who follow you, because the people that follow you, if they're kind enough to give their money, in most cases that money didn't come easily. And if they see it being wasted or, you know, rubbed in their face the wrong way, it generally pisses them off. But there it is. And it seems that Alex has an incredible way of doing this. And also the way that he's talked to his people on live streams before. those are the people that actually donate to you. These are the people that have an interest in you. These are the people that like you. So why would you talk to them like that if they're only being polite and friendly? Well, it's sort of, for me, it sort of highlights an underlying or undertone of a man who thinks he's better than others. A man that thinks he's a cut above. A man that probably wouldn't actually want to spend any time with any of his followers if he could get away with it, but will put on the showbiz face to do so, just to keep up appearances. This is a man that would much rather be rubbing shoulders with the famous celebrities within the BBC and other organisations such as, but they turned their back on him. They didn't want him. They didn't find that his skills were what they needed, up to speed, good enough, whatever it is. That he didn't have quite that flair, so they turned their back. And like a jilted lover, Alex is not gotten over it, and he will keep going on about it. But when it comes to the reality of the predicament that he's in, then he may well paint a very different picture for the viewer to get the sympathy votes. Poor old me, woe me, all that kind of stuff. But no, I would suggest that the truth is probably very different. However, this shall come out in the future, and when it does, remind yourself that I did say that this was going to be the case. And oh, by the way, Alex, if you are watching this, you could sue me as much as you like. I'm broke. You'll get fuck all out of me, mate. I am absolutely flat broke. I live from day to day, week to week. So good luck with that. Anyway, all the best, everyone, and enjoy yourself, and I'll speak to you in a bit.